What is poppin', guys? So with GBA around the corner, figured it was a good time to get back into the swing of Wi-Fi battling, reacquaint myself with my old 3DS, which, not gonna lie, has been collecting some dust lately. So I wanted to whip that out and use it again. GBA, alright, this is gonna be really exciting because from what I've heard so far, the actual live stream of the draft is going to be on February 12th, which is on a Sunday. I think it's coming up really soon in like a few weeks, so I'm really hyped about that. If you're going to be around then, then come on out and support the Chim Chargers. Probably going to be on A-Drive stream on his like Twitch or something. I'm pretty hyped about that. I mean, let me tell you this right now, okay? Rock Polish Donphan and Sora's Dance Keldeo was just the beginning. Was just the beginning. I have some more heat sets where I'm going to bring some nice, interesting Pokemon. If you're like new to the GB and you don't know anything about it, then you're in for a treat, of course. But anyways, it's a nice draft tournament that's coming up. But to the matter at hand here, got a Wi-Fi battle versus my good friend Pheonixmaster1. Very solid player. He actually hit #1 on the pre-bank OU ladder. So he hit me up one day for like a Wi-Fi battle, and I was just like, you know what? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm pretty excited about it because I get to use my 3DS again. It's nice. It's very nice. So yeah, I've known this man for like a year and a half or two now, so he's a really good friend of mine, so be sure to check him out as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's also going to do a Wi-Fi battle. He's also going to upload his side of the Wi-Fi battle, so feel free to check that out as well. I'll link his channel below. And anyways, so I have a team here that I've actually done a live with before. It is my Sandstorm Alolan Dugtrio team. So I have here Tapu Fini, nice Calm Mind defensive with Defog. Also got here a Gigalith, so I have here nice Stealth Rocks with Sandstream to help the team because I am running a Sand team. Now my two Sand abusers are going to be Alolan Dugtrio, Alolan Jamvad here, which is a Choice Scarf Sand Force user, and it's really powerful because with the Sand Force it gets a nice boost to its Ground, Steel, and Rock type moves. Has all three of those, and I mean it's really fast as well. Not as fast as regular Dugtrio, but with the Choice Scarf it becomes a really cool revenge killer. Takes a lot of Pokemon by surprise as well, so a surprise factor is a big part of that set. We also have here a Choice Banded Stoutland. Now Stoutland here, very nice Sand Rush user, very unique. You mainly always see like Excadrill and stuff, so seeing a Stoutland is pretty fun. And we also have your Magnezone. So Magnezone here is really useful to trap Steel types like Celesteela and Skarmory. For instance, Dugtrio and Stoutland cannot really do well versus those Pokemon, so Magnezone can really help that part of the team out there. And we also finally have here a Celesteela, which is a nice Autotomized 2 attacks offensive set with Leech Seed. So Leech Seed is my only form of recovery on that because I'm running Shed Shell so I don't get trapped by Magnezones and stuff. So pretty fun, pretty bulky offensive team that I got here. Now looking at Pheonixmaster1's team, he's got a nice Necrozma representing the mascot. I like that. He's also got here Pheromosa, Mega Metagross, another Tapu Fini of his own, Garchomp, and Tapu Lele. So this is actually a pre-bank OU battle that we're having here. So I did record this, I did have this battle before Pokebank came out, and I only uploaded it to the server of whatever the game that I was playing. I think Pokemon Sun. I only uploaded it there on the day that I'm recording this match. So it is a pre-bank OU game, so I know for a fact that his only Stealth Rocker is Necrozma, because I'm pretty sure that Garchomp, Metagross, and stuff did not get rocks until bank. So I know that for a fact that he could probably lead off with Necrozma here, so my best lead is probably going to be Tapu Fini because it has Defog, it also has Calm Mind, it can threaten a good portion of his team. Potential threats versus my team that he has on his team, he definitely has a lot of threatening Pokemon. He's packing some threats here. Alright, check this out. Like, he's got Mega Metagross, really big threat. He's also got Pheromosa, could be Choice Scarf, Garchomp could be Choice Scarf, Tapu Lele could be Choice Scarf. I don't know, like he could even be running multiple Choice Scarfers for what I know. I don't know, like he has a lot of cool Pokemon on his team. Like Tapu Fini's is Defogger 100%. So it's going to be a very interesting match, very solid game overall, and you're all in for a treat here. So let's just go ahead and start the game. Like I said, I decided to lead here with Tapu Fini versus these potential Necrozma Stealth Rock leads. So let's see what happens here. Battle begins. He decides to challenge me. That's his first mistake right there. I'm just kidding. He leads here with the Necrozma as I lead off with the Tapu Fini. So I got that lead pretty much correctly there. I know for a fact here that he's probably going to get up his rocks as I just go ahead and get up my Misty Terrain. So I go here right turn 1 for the Calm Mind because I feel like I just want to get myself in a position where I can, I guess, be like a more of a threatening sort of Pokemon. I'm a defensive Calm Mind user. He decides to go turn 1 for the Psyshock here, gets a crit, so that's kind of unfortunate. I'm really bulky though, so I should be able to take this pretty well. I decided to go for the Moonblast just to kind of gauge how much damage this does. I want to kind of see what kind of set he is, I guess, is what I'm trying to do. So I got his attack drop. That's pretty nice there. He goes with the Stealth Rocks here, which is not too problematic for me. I am faster, so I can easily just go ahead and defog here. My leftovers is continuously recovering me, so if he decides to try and spam rocks, I can just get back to a good amount of health here. So he decides to go for a Side Shock here. With this attack drop, it's not doing much at all, so it kind of makes up for that crit a little bit. And I get some more health than my leftovers here. Now what I can do is go for the Surf, expecting him maybe to want to switch out into like Metagross or something. Try to, I guess, put the pressure on him not to switch out and just keep staying and clicking rocks. So he does click rocks once again. I do get some more health back with leftovers. And I mean, I can just rinse and repeat at this point. I can just go here for the defog and get rid of these rocks. And I'm in a position right now where I am just preventing rocks while also doing a good amount of damage to Necrozma, being able to get rid of that sooner or later. He goes for the Side Shock here, being able to do some damage to me. And now what I can do is, of course, the Misty Terrain disappears, and I go for the Moonblast here to knock out Necrozma. So not only, of course, did I knock out Necrozma, I prevented Stealth Rocks from going up on my side, preventing him from getting chip damage on me each turn I switch. So very, very useful for sure. Now he's going to go here into Mega Metagross. I feel like my best play is not to go straight to Celesteela, in case he's packing maybe Thunder Punch or something. So I decided to go here into my Magnezone, which is a pretty good switch in on my play because I feel like he'd either go for either Thunder Punch or Meteor Mash. It's a really, really solid neutral play without letting Celesteela take a lot of damage because it is one of my win conditions. Goes for the Meteor Mash here, so now I'm like, okay, so I know he's not locked in, he's a Mega Pokemon. I want to scout and see if he has Hammer Arm or Earthquake, so I decided to go here into my Celesteela. He does reveal to have Earthquake, so I made a really nice solid switch there, preventing Magnezone from taking that damage there. So he goes here into Tapu Fini as I decide to go right for the Leech Seed here. Kind of predicted him to switch out because I know that he has Meteor Mash Earthquake. So I don't know, I probably didn't expect him to have Thunder Punch. So I just went for the Leech Seed here to get some nice residual damage while I can also heal up as well. Now I switch out here into my Tapu Fini. The reason is because I know for a fact he's either going to go for like Surf or Nature's Madness or something. And I mean, I'm already like pretty low right now, so or fairly low. So I can take the Surf. I have leftovers. I have Leech Seed on his Pokemon here. So the switch into Tapu Fini is nice because I'll actually be able to, with the leftovers and the Leech Seed, end up at more HP than I once was before I switched in. So I have here more HP. He decides to switch out here back into his Metagross. I predict that. I make a nice little double switch here back right into my Celesteela because I know for a fact like he's not going to want to stay in where there's a Leech Seed on him. I know for a fact he'd want to switch out. So I go back to the Celesteela here. He goes for the Meteor Mash just to get off some damage on me. I go for the Leech Seed here. The Mist kind of sucked for him because I am a more offensive set. I'd be taking a lot of damage, but Leech Seed will be able to recover me a bit. And I mean, he's just like, I guess, wearing himself down in the process too. So he decides to go here into his Tapu Fini. And I just go for the Fire Blast here, expecting him maybe to want to stay in and go for another attack. Expecting me to probably go for like a double Leech Seed, expecting him to switch out. What a mouthful there. But anyways, gonna go here into Magnezone on his Tapu Fini because I just want to, I guess, threaten it out. He makes a switch here into Tapu Lele. I guess he was probably predicting me to go back into my own Tapu Fini, so that's fine. It's pretty good for me there because now I'm in a position where I can go for the Flash Cannon. And I go for the Flash Cannon because he does have a Garchomp. I don't want to lock myself into an electric type attack and then him having to go to Garchomp and me being walled. So I go for the Flash Cannon here and I decide, you know what, I don't want my Celesteela taking damage. Like I said, it is a win condition for me. So I just stay in and go for the Flash Cannon again as he kind of, I guess he kind of makes the neutral play, goes for Zen Headbutt because he does get a boost from the Psychic Terrain, but he kind of over predicts that a little bit. And he goes for the Zen Headbutt here to knock me out. So I mean, Magnezone did a good job in pressuring his team a little bit and weakening this Metagross. Weakening this Metagross is key. I go here into my Dugtrio, which is of course going to be guaranteed faster because I am Choice Scarf. He goes into Pheromosa here, so I guess the way he brought this out kind of had me thinking that he was Choice Scarf. So as you can see, this damage is really, really nice, and I had a feeling that he maybe would be Choice Scarf, so I decide to switch out here into my Tapu Fini, which could be able to eat up this it could eat up this high jump kick pretty well. Set up the Misty Surge here, and he goes for the high jump kick, and as you can see right here, I am pretty much guaranteed to live another high jump kick from this range where I'm at right now. So it does force him out, it does force him to switch out here. He decides to go into his Tapu Lele, and what I can do now is just go ahead here, fire off a hit on this thing, get some damage off. I go for the Surf here because Surf is a pretty good play. I think the rest of his team is kind of damaged a lot by water type Pokemon. Water type attacks. Well, I guess he has a Tapu Fini, so he could have gone to that. Just didn't want Metagross coming in and eating it up. So I go here into Gigalith on his Tapu Lele. I can get up the Sandstorm. Sandstorm's going to be really, really nice overall, just so that my Stoutland can be fast, so that my Dugtrio can power up. He goes for the Psychic here. It is unfortunately a 2-hit KO, even with my Sand boost, even though that I am a more Spadef set. So I know for a fact he's really, really powerful with that Psychic Surge. Able to knock me out here. So what I can do is go right into my Stoutland here. And I do get a kill right now because of the fact that Choice Band at Stoutland, nothing to trifle with, nothing to mess with here. So look at this. He goes into his Garchomp here. He goes into his Garchomp. I go right for the return here, and I'm able to actually do some massive damage. Able to 2-hit KO this Garchomp here, which is really, really nice. And you know, that's just a threat out of the way. So like Celesteela is, I guess Celesteela was kind of pressured a lot to deal with Metagross, to deal with Tapu Lele, to deal with Garchomp, I guess in a way. So getting rid of that's pretty nice on Celesteela. He goes into his Metagross here. Now I had a feeling maybe this would kill because I am Choice Banded max attack, but it actually ends up living. So I don't know if it was a roll or not. But anyways, he's able to knock me out. But it's perfectly fine because now I decide that, you know what, I'm gonna go for game here. Gonna go into my Celesteela because if he has Pheromosa's Choice Scarf, I mean, I have no other choice at this point. I gotta take this opportunity. So I go for the Autotomize here, get myself boosted in my speed here. And my only other play right now to be faster than his Scarf Pheromosa is to go for another Autotomize, so I could be ×4 or +4 speed. I think that's ×3. So I go for another Autotomize here. He goes for the Bullet Punch though, so I'm in a really, really good position right now with a nice +4 speed here. He goes for the Bullet Punch once again and dodges my Air Slash, which is kind of unfortunate. And I guess he was nice enough not to go for a Meteor Mash, or not to go for a Bullet Punch here, or he was just expecting me to miss again. In any case, I can go ahead here, knock out this Metagross, get a nice special attack boost with my Beast Boost, and he goes into Tapu Lele here. So I am actually faster than Tapu Lele, and even if he was Scarfed, I'm still faster than it right now with my double Autotomize. So I can go ahead here, knock it out with an Air Slash, get another Beast Boost. So we're in a really, really good position right now. He's going to be going into his Tapu Fini here. I think he probably should have gone Tapu Fini first before Tapu Lele, but Scarf Dugtrio would have still been able to outrun Scarf Tapu Lele. So I can go for the Air Slash here, but as you can see, he actually does manage to live. So really good for him. Didn't matter one way or another because he's able to live and knock me out. So really fine there. Not bad at all. So what I got to do here is I decided to go into my Tapu Fini just in case, because if he's Scarf Pheromosa, I wanted to be able to I thought I'd be faster than his Tapu Fini because I'm running some speed, but he actually is running I think the same speed as me, so we were able to speed tie here. I'm running more speed than a usual Tapu Fini, I guess, back then. I don't know. So he won the speed tie. He's able to weaken my Tapu Fini, and at this point now he can go for the high jump kick here and knock me out. Last Pokemon I got is my Scarf Dugtrio, which won't be faster than Scarf Pheromosa, but as you will soon see, alright, Dugtrio is going to come out here, and it's not going to miss high jump kick, okay? Dugtrio is actually faster, and the reason is because he's actually Fightium Z Pheromosa, so I can just go ahead and knock out this Pheromosa and win the game. Last Mon Dugtrio, putting in that work, and that was just a solid game overall. Really intense for sure. I mean, I had to make some really aggressive plays, like for example, double Autotomizing. I had to, I mean, that was definitely like the one thing that really changed like the pace and the direction of the game was that double Autotomize, as well as I guess me staying in and then with Magnezone and being able to Flash Cannon was pretty nice as well. Doubling, putting a lot of pressure on him. And we were able to come through in the end with Scarf Dugtrio. Like I said, you know, Scarf Dugtrio really relies a lot on surprise factor, and like he played it in such a way where he thought my Dugtrio was probably a Ground DMZ or something that was not Choice Scarfed. He said that like he would have played it a lot differently if he knew that it was Scarfed Dugtrio, but you know, surprise factor. That's my game right there. That is my game right there. So I hope you all enjoyed this match. Definitely go ahead and check out my boy Pheonixmaster1. He's definitely a solid player, as you saw from this match. And he did upload his side of the Wi-Fi battle, so yeah, be sure to check that out, and hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.